Previously,
We made top 8!
the top 8 chose a new name, but fought head-to-head in their first individual face-off.
And Lance wins!
Lance's victory secured him the right to pick one of the next elimination battlers, and
What are your thoughts on a couples massage?
but choosing Chris and Brynley to join him showed Edna where she sat in the awesome foursome, giving her time to bond with Jess.
If I can grow a side alliance, then that means I have one more ally.
And in a surprise twist, Buck, Candy, Anna and Jess joined forces at the pirate market,
Candy Lane, she's here to play.
outbidding their rivals to nab a massive game-changing advantage,
So that's really good.
Is a really good pick.
allowing them to take control of this game.
It's day 22 on Celebrity Treasure Island, and Lance is waking up from the best night's sleep he's had since he got here.
I got a skunk bed for one pirate coin.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. You see, at yesterday's pirate market, Lance bought himself some clean sheets and a comfy mattress. Sold to Lance! And despite having to lug it all the way back to camp,
Find me again.
the benefits are plain to see.
That was the first time I slept from like sundown to sunrise.
I woke up this morning feeling so good.
Didn't get cold. You know I was saying I always get cold? Not last night.
Me, Chris, Edna and Brynley are just sitting in bed, having a coffee in the morning. It's perfect.
Bro, it was unreal.
I don't even drink coffee. I have heart problems. I'm not allowed caffeine like that. And here I am trying to fit in, drink the coffee. What an idiot. But I love it. I'm so happy.
With our celebs jacked up on a cocktail of caffeine and confidence, I figure there's no better time than now to crack into another charity challenge. Got really nice hair. Just want to eat it. No, it's salty.
I really like these charity challenges because they're always fun. You never know what's coming up.
Morena, everyone.
Morning.
It's time for another charity challenge. And like always, if you win this, you'll pick up 5K for your worthy cause. Today's challenge is all about sculpting. You'll tackle this in pairs, one of you being the sculptor and one of you being the guesser. The sculptor will pick up a card and they will do their best to sculpt whatever's on that card to the best of their ability. Here's the catch. The sculptor will be doing this blindfolded.
Yes, we will be. Of course we will be blindfolded while we do anything.
Just to make it a little bit more fun. Once you get a correct guess, let's hope there's a few, you will move on to the next card. And the duo who has the most correct guesses in 2 minutes will split the 5K down the middle 50-50.
Oh.
So, it's a team challenge today, guys.
Hey.
We'll take a second to draw those pairs and then we'll get sculpting.
Great. I think I could do that. I used to do a lot of Play-Doh with my kids.
Let's go, Candy.
Oh,
Oh no.
not a good start for the first random pairing of Candy and Lance. Candy, you'll be sculpting this. Oh, good God.
Blindfolded, maybe a little bit more difficult.
All right, when you're ready, start the clock now.
A worm, a caterpillar,
Sausage, breadstick, rolling pin.
Right, I don't know
Hold on.
what that's meant to be so far.
Hold on.
Oh, a tree, a dinosaur, oh, is that legs?
It is a ring, it is a scroll, it is a roll, it is a bun, it is a snail.
Yes, it is.
3.
Nice work.
Ring. Yes. Bow tie.
Yeah.
Seagull.
Oh no. It's a flamingo. Is it a bird? No? Okay, it's bouncing. So it's on, does it fly?
It's a mat, it's a cross, it's a yum, it's a pizza, it's a smiley face, it's a skateboard, it's a surfboard.
It is.
Sunglasses, eye mask.
Yeah.
It's a mermaid, it's a rake, it's a vacuum cleaner, it's a broom.
Keep going, keep going.
Suitcase, backpack.
It's an animal that has a long neck.
There's heaps.
It's alive.
It's alive. I said swan already. Flamingo.
I think everyone else knows what it is.
No, shit.
Push it, squish it. We do a lot together, Brendan and I. It's a pillow. Played years and years of board games together since we were about 14, so it was just luck that we were put together and got to sort of apply those years of board games.
Yes, it is. 10 seconds.
God, mate, we get this last one.
Teapot.
8.
Cup.
Yes, they got it.
White patch.
4, 3,
Cookie.
2,
It's a
5.
ghost.
3, 2, 1. It's a giraffe.
See ya.
Guys, I thought no one was gonna get nothing. But I mean, some of you got 3, some of you got 4, and we've just got word, Chris and Brindley got 280,000. Wow. Amazing. A little bit in front, a little bit in front. Guys, amazing work. You both get to split that 5K down the middle for your charities.
Go, go.
Can you take a second to remind us exactly who those charities are?
Yes, mine is Leukemia and Blood Cancer New Zealand, a charity that helps people and families struggling with cancer.
And I'm here supporting Rainbow Youth, who support and advocate for our queer, gender diverse, intersex and whakatapui here in Aotearoa. Incredible stuff.
Great work, guys. And great work, everyone else. That was a lot of fun. But for now, it's time to head back to your kāinga and get ready for the upcoming individual face-off. See you soon.
Thanks, Ray.
See you guys.
Thanks, Bray.
The dynamic duo Chris and Bryn again proving they're the ones to beat, which has led Edna to work on other alliances outside of the Awesome Foursome.
Jess is somewhat currently aligned with Lance and I. She still thinks it's the original Repo alliance that's still there, which is good. We need everything. How was your little thing on the beach yesterday with your 3 other people?
I was just awkward. That was really intense, wasn't it?
It was very intense. Don't hit me with that.
It's fine.
Is your other one a gameplay one as well?
Yeah.
Is it a hideout one?
I think it's quite good. I don't know if it's better than the Clue, but it's good.
Well, I reckon it's just as good as a Clue. It's a massive game-changing advantage.
If at any time you are selected to face an elimination battle, using this card you have the right to pick someone else to take your place.
But Jess stayed tight-lipped about this advantage. So Edna circles back to Lance, and the two of them have no idea that whoever Lance selects might not end up in the elimination battle.
So I just spoke to Jess and she's gone full alliance with the other 3 now. So Jess is not going to say anything about what the clue is or what that little mystery scroll is. So what are your thoughts on tonight, given that you got this out? The only 3 people that we can actually throw off on our alliance is Anna, Buck and Ken.
I can't. In my mind, it's Buck right now.
Well, Buck has other ideas.
You know, my thought is really pretty now.
Yeah.
She's the weakest link, I think. She talks a big game, but she's scared of getting eliminated. I've talked to the girls this morning, is that we've got to try and win this elimination so we get a choice of who goes up on their side. If we don't win it, that means they'll put 2 of us up against each other. But we've got a nice piece of paper, and so we can actually stand somebody down and take somebody out if we want to be in. And so then we go straight to Emma. Emma's the pick. Take her out.
Well, I've kind of got an idea, guys, of who's good at what, you know? I know that you're a really good swimmer, and I know that you're quite agile and nimble, but I have no idea out of us girls who's the strongest, like physically the strongest. So I was thinking, why don't we do an arm wrestle?
Brinley comes up with the idea to play arm wrestling with all of the girls.
There's not a lot to do in the mornings, fill in time, so coffee and awkwardness. I'm all up for kind of breaking the tension, so I threw myself into it.
They were like, Edna, you're gonna do it, Edna, you're gonna do it. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that.
2 against 2, we'll have the youngies against each other, the oldies against each other.
Mature women.
Or mature women.
But Stern is a referee, wouldn't want to muck around with him. Crikey, dick.
Take the straight.
Go, ladies.
Go.
Oh, look at those biceps.
Oh, my gosh. Go.
Oh, God, she's strong.
Hold in, Candy.
In arm wrestling, Anna, she had the neck, turned the wrist, and I went, oh, she's done this before.
Keep going.
Well done.
Even though you lost, your muscles look
But they look good. They look good.
They look really good.
Get out the guns, Candy. Oh, look out. What do you do for those? You work out or what?
No, it's from shopping bags.
Oh, the one-trip bandit.
Oh, yeah. I'm up against Brinley at the start. And I beat her, which is pretty cool. But then I go against Anna.
Oh, you're
And she smashes it, and I'm just amazed by how strong she is.
I am the strongest arm wrestler for this day.
With their muscles flexed and raring to go, it's time to take on today's individual face-off. Yesterday, Lance won immunity and the ability to choose one person to go up in tonight's elimination battle. Whoever wins today's face-off will get to do the same. Those players not aligned with Lance need to step it up today.
We absolutely, desperately need Jess, myself, Buck or Candy to win this challenge.
I think it's very important to have the power. And if you've got the power, you actually can control the game.
Kia ora, guys. Just 8 of you left in this game, and we have got an absolute pearler of an individual face-off lined up for you today. We're going to separate you into 2 teams of 4. And you're going to clamber up onto some sleds which sit on logs. One person is going to pull a rope which edges you closer to the end, while the remaining team members get those logs in front of the sled. Once you get to the end, the team of 4 will be separated into 2 teams of 2. One of you will cross the net, while the other team member will send puzzle bags across the net before going across the net themselves. When all the bags and the 2 players are together, you then split off and solve the puzzle as individuals. First person to solve the puzzle wins, and they will join Bree and Lance, the winner of yesterday's individual face-off, and I, just before tonight's elimination battle, for your sneak peek of the tucky 2 people will face, and to decide who those 2 people are going to be. 1 person per winner.
So what do I have under here for you today? Well, I feel like this is something that a lot of you have been craving. It's a delicious steak lunch. I'm gonna have it cooked, the table set beachside, and you'll be dining out on that delicious lunch with all the trimmings.
My heart skipped a beat because I've been asking for some meat and vegetables this whole time, and so it's the perfect prize for me.
A lot of protein, hey, Matt?
A lot of protein. That'll get you firing on all cylinders. All right, we'll draw the teams of 4 at random, and then let's crack into it.
So we get split up into teams of 4, and I'm the only one from our Awesome Foursome Alliance in this team. I need to pretty much try my best to slow this down and throw it.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Timata! Starting off in teams, finishing as individuals. We've got Edna and Brynley on the rope for one team, Anna and Candy for the other. Buck's working hard, as is Chris. Their team out to a big lead early. What is happening with Anna and Candy? Lance and Jess.
With the divisions in the team at the moment, Lance could really mess things up. So could Buck.
Right it.
Lance and Jess struggling.
Buck, ride it.
The other team is moving on. It's Edna and Brynley scaling that net. Look at them go. They are now opponents.
Go back.
Team B really battling on that sled.
Hey, I'm putting these logs in off. The sled's going to the right, and then it's going to the left, and it's going to the right, and Jess is trying to pull it. They don't know what's going on.
Wait, this back one.
I'm just trying to throw the whole thing. Yeah.
Nice.
Here we go, they're in the game.
Chris and Edna, they are looking sharp. Anna and Candy scaling that net now. Lance and Jess working on those puzzle bags. Here goes Chris about to fire his second. Buck's firing his first to Brynley.
Nice.
They are your two teams to watch right now. Lance is getting in the game with Candy.
How you do your laundry. Back in the old days, you know, you just out on the windowsill.
Yeah, nice, Buck.
Chris is working on his third bag. Jess and Anna their first. Buck and Brynley are getting their second across now. What's happening with Chris and Edna for their third?
Chris Parker's face looks like it's the hardest thing he's ever done.
Chris is across now.
Pull it.
Yep.
Chris and Edna can move on now. Now they're playing as individuals. All the other teams still have at least one bag to get across. Lance has got two.
Mate, I'm taking my sweet time. One point, I put one bag on loose, and I looked to the side and I yanked the thing, hoping that the bag would fall off. And I saw it fall, and then I went to turn around to grab the next one, and Candy's like, "Lance!"
Oh, no, wait.
By that point, everyone's kind of going, so I'm like, sweet, I can go now.
Jess is climbing that net now. She's not mucking around.
Nice, Buck.
Lance is sending back his third. Buck is fourth. Buck's got to get across that cargo net. He's doing a dive. He's making it look easy as our big Buck.
He just did a commando roll over the net. This show is everything.
We know Jess is good at the puzzle. So is Brynley. But Edna with that big lead, what's she going to do with it? Here's Lance getting across the net now. This is good. Everyone in the game.
Buck's already working on those puzzles. That dive roll's really caught him up.
It's Chris and Edna in the middle. Jess now placing some pieces, as is Brynley. Both of those contestants are good on the puzzle.
Jess grimacing. She really wants it.
Chris moving some pieces around. Look at Edna go. She got to this puzzle first. Is she going to finish first?
Jess is in this fight. So's Edna, so's Chris. It's going to be an absolute sprint to the finish.
Jess is looking good. Out in second spot there. Big Buck's looking good. And Brynley too. Anyone's game.
Oh, this is intense.
Who's going to get there first? Is it going to be Chris or Jess? Jess is really moving fast. She is so sharp on these puzzles. Is she now in front of Edna? She could be.
Guys, I'm going to chew off all my nails.
It is going to be a tough one to call. Anna's not looking bad. One more for Jess now. Has she got it right?
Slam it in there. Slam it in.
Jess has it. And Jess wins this individual challenge.
I tried my best to slow down every point on my side, and Jess still won it.
Guys, I didn't know what was going on, what was happening, and I could see Jess absolutely fighting for her life.
I'm very proud.
You should be.
Thank you.
I'm stoked that Jess has won because her and I have an alliance, and I know that she wouldn't put me in the ring.
We're at a stage where deals are going to be done.
Having the immunity right now, goes to show that I'm in a powerful position.
I reckon we've got a really interesting afternoon ahead of us.
Absolutely.
But before we get to that, Jess, I'm going to have that steak lunch set up for you very soon. But I thought to myself, I mean, who wants to dine alone? So before I set the table, is there anyone you'd like to take?
Anna.
Yeah.
We work together really well on that thingy over there, and I think Anna's awesome. So I'd love to treat you.
Excellent. I'll have that table set for 2. But then I thought, you know, 2 is company, but 3's party. 3 is a party. So is there anyone else that you'd like to tell us?
This is really hard for me to decide because I suck at making decisions like this.
On the surface, this is the face of someone torn over who gets the 3rd steak. But I've just put Jess in a very tricky spot.
I can't. I've got, so definitely Anna, and it's either Candy or Edna.
It's like being between a rock and a hard place. Why? Well, when the teams merged, Jess ended up in a room with Anna, Buck and Candy. Then they all brought a clue and a secret scroll together in what now seems to be an unofficial alliance. But Edna and Jess were in the original rep board team together, and Edna has been on the charm offensive trying to rekindle a side alliance with Jess. So, does Jess want to choose Candy and strategise over steak and chips, or Edna to work on their alliance?
You know, of course I want to take Edna because I'm super close to her and I just get along with her so well.
And then Candy just swoops in there and like peer pressures her to choose Candy.
On the party.
What are you doing?
Okay, because it was a team thing that we did today and there were 2 girls on my team, I'm gonna have to give it to Candy.
Candy Lane, dining out with the gals.
And Jess, you will see Bree, Lance and I just before tonight's elimination battle for your sneak peek of the Taki 2 people will face and to decide who those 2 people are going to be. Everyone, back to your kāinga. Hooroo.
It looks like Jess has managed to stay Switzerland and keep everyone on side. For now. Tonight she'll have to make an even bigger call, but first she can enjoy a tasty steak.
Oh, an egg! Barbecue steak, pirates, potato chips, seasoned salad, celebrity sauces. There's mushroom sauce.
Oh, no! Thanks, Jess. Sitting in this amazing place, taking a break from the madness of the game, not eating rice. It's so fun. I'm pumped. It's one of the better moments I've had here.
There's mushrooms. I haven't even gone for the steak yet and I'm already satisfied. Over the lunch with Candy and Anna, we're talking about, of course, how delicious the food is, but this is a perfect time to talk strategy and decide who I'm going to put up in the arena.
You're going to have to choose someone to go up for elimination.
Yeah.
And we don't know who Lance is putting up, but we can be pretty certain, I think, that it will be from our room.
I'm not putting any one of us up, for sure. And if one of you are put up by Lance, we've got that scroll to stop that from happening.
If at any time you are selected to face an elimination battle, using this card, you have the right to pick someone else to take your place.
From that point forward, it will be up to you guys to decide who goes up instead of any one of you.
Yeah.
So the mystery parchment bought at yesterday's pirate market will be played tonight against one of the awesome foursome who are back at camp blissfully unaware, but they are not alone.
I look around and I realise that it's the awesome foursome and old Uncle Buck.
It kind of feels like Uncle Buck's come around to babysit us.
And hard out does.
I think to myself, this might be a little opportunity to try and get a little bit of information out of old Buck.
Yeah, Buck.
Yeah, Buck, what's your clue?
Sit down, Buck.
Should we have a chat, Buck?
So, Edna, Lance, Chris and I just start every tactic that we possibly can to try and get him to give us some info.
What would it take for us to learn what was on that scroll?
You could not even get a squeak out of me.
Or at least, can you tell us the name of your alliance? I'm actually like joking around with him, but then I'm like, let's grill the guy. Like, let's see what we can get out of him.
Who's the brains behind the operation? Who's the brains behind the operation?
Get it, Brad, get it! Get it! listen to her. Don't listen. Sorry. She's being unprofessional. You're all right with me, mate. You're all right with me. You can trust me. I can make this easy.
Who are you working for, mate?
Back off, mate. Just tell me, mate. It's classic good cop, bad cop, and Brilliant and I seem to be sort of smoking it, but Buck's too good.
Tato, tato. I don't trust you as far as I could throw you.
What does that mean?
What does it mean?
Share and share alike.
Ah.
While Buck is holding firm, it's left to the wahine of his alliance to figure out how best to use their scrolls.
Two people I think who are strong in this competition are Chris and Brindley, and they're definitely working together. There's no joke about that. I consider Chris and Brindley to be the biggest threat to me in this game. I know that, you know, being with Chris and Kasipo, that he's told me that he thinks I'm one of the strongest competitors, and I know that they have a huge alliance, so I need to make sure that they aren't here.
Sounds like a pretty good option, but I'm not sure that Candy would agree.
So I think Jess should put up Edna. It's no secret that I'd like Edna to be gone, and Anna thought the same thing.
So are you hesitant to put Edna up, Jess?
Me? I think if I was to put, yeah, I wouldn't put her up because I feel like her and I have a friendship.
Yeah.
And I think at this point in the game, I don't want to put her up first. I have my eyes on people who I consider to be stronger players in more ways than Edna.
We're not all in agreement because Candy wants to put up Edna. You're pretty sure on putting Chris up?
Yeah, Chris or Brindley, but it depends on what it is.
The challenges?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
At this point in the game, we need to split those alliances, and at the moment, Brindley and Chris are the ones who have the strongest alliance, so I think strategically, they're the best ones to put up.
Either way, it looks like the awesome foursome is about to become a threesome. Having won today's individual face-off, Jess has the power to select one person to go up for tonight's elimination battle.
I would like to put either Chris or Brindley up.
While the other person will be selected by yesterday's face-off winner, Lance.
And Lance wins!
But Jess, Anna, Candy and Buck have a secret scroll, which gives them the power to switch out whoever Lance selects.
So that's pretty bloody good, isn't it?
It sure is. However, they can't agree on which two they'd like to see battle it out.
Chris and Brindley.
Chris against Edna.
And unaware that two of them will battle it out tonight, the awesome foursome are having a pointless conversation, deciding who they will put up.
So do we think we're going to put up Buck tonight? Because I have a feeling that if Jess is choosing, it's going to be one of us three.
I think it'll be me. I'm ready for it to be me. I'm ready for me to be Buck.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I'm thinking about putting up Buck. I know that my team will be able to beat Buck in the challenge, and I can't risk them going home. I'll put you guys up against someone who I think you can 100% smash out of the park.
So it seems Jess's plan to boot out the strongest player is coming together perfectly.
Oh my God, he didn't get in the water.
But her new bestie Edna has an idea that is about to complicate things for Jess.
I think I've got an idea who Lance is going to put up.
Who do you think?
Buck. But then I know that you're not going to put me up, right? You want to put, depending on the challenge, you want to put Bran or Chris, right?
Yeah.
Cool. But then if they win, they get another clue.
Yeah. It seems as though Lance wants to put Buck up. He could lose, and then the other person who goes up against him would win and win a reward.
Wait a minute, wouldn't Buck use the scroll so he didn't have to do the elimination battle?
But I'm just concerned that Buck won't want to play it and he'll want to fight, get beaten by the other person, and then that person will have the clue.
So if I go in against Buck,
you get a clue.
I get a clue, but I'll be happy to share with you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Do you think Chris and Bryn would share it with you?
No.
No.
So I would want whoever to win that reward, someone who is on my side. Yeah, that's what I've come up with.
You don't seem very sure of yourself.
I'm just trying to get, like, what's in my brain. I want to say it clearly, and it's really hard when I'm tired and stuff. Oh, decisions. And it's such a confusing thing, isn't it, to try and explain when there's so many things going on.
There sure is a lot going on. Now with the added offer of seeing a clue if Jess puts Edna up, or she sticks with the plan and trusts Buck will play the scroll. Maybe a chat with Lance at the winner's dilemma will help with Jess's confusion.
G'day, guys.
G'day.
Hi.
How are ya?
This is the first time going to the winner's dilemma, and it's pretty confusing because I've never been there before.
Jess looks worried.
This is her first time. She says she was a bit
It's all
nervous.
good, it's all safe in here, Jess.
We're quite happy for you guys just to chew the fat in amongst yourselves. Just pretend that we're not here for a
Okay,
bit.
sweet. Okay, if you could what do you
But talk loudly so we can hear.
So I'm still...
Edna wants you to put her up, eh?
She wants me to put her up
Yeah.
if it's against Buck and if it's something that...
Because if it's a clue,
Yeah.
she'll get it and she'll share it with you. I knew it. That was so easy to read.
Jess, does Edna want to work with you?
Yeah.
Right.
Can you trust her?
No.
That was a pretty gut instinct.
Oh, you can't trust anyone on this game, 100%. You've got to be wary of everyone. Who are you going to put up?
It kind of depended on who you were going to put up.
Oh, you have to go first because you won first.
Is that how it goes?
Nah.
Man, is that how it goes?
Nah, I've got a New Zealand 50-cent coin in my pocket.
Oh, hell no.
And we're going to flip it.
Oh!
We're going to do it in front of the audience.
Okay, I trust you in the game, and if that means putting up Edna against Buck and you get another clue, I'm happy for that to happen.
I don't know if I'm going to do that. It's going to depend.
Well, Jess, are you going to
I'm
talk
not
to me
going to
about
say...
it?
I'm going to put up Crystal Brinley.
I think I'm either going to put up... Oh, now I'm thinking about putting up Edna.
What's your thought process behind putting up Edna?
I don't know if I can trust her. I think she's dipping her hand in with Chris and Brinley, myself, and also Jess. So I'm just trying to figure out what her angles are and if I should just nip that in the bud straight away.
I've got my decision made.
Yeah, me too.
All right, guys. I'm pumped for this one, Maddie. Time to get everyone else in here and find out.
Let's do it.
I haven't had a chance to talk to Jess, and I know Candy and Buck haven't had a chance to cement plans, and I'm genuinely concerned that Edna and Lance have got into Jess's head.
Welcome to another elimination battle. Whoever loses this challenge will leave the island immediately and be the 14th contestant eliminated from this game. But before we climb into that, we need to know which players Jess and Lance have selected to face off. And before we figure that out, we need to figure out who's calling first. So, heads or tails, Jess?
Heads.
Heads it is.
Tails never fail.
Yeah. I would like to go second.
Okay. In that case, Lance, who are you putting up?
Buck.
Okay. And Jess, who are you putting up?
The plan is that Jess is going to call Chris.
Brinley.
Brinley.
However, Jess calls Brinley, and I'm going, what the heck?
So, Buck, how you feeling?
Yeah, sweet as a peach. But we actually have a...
What's going on here, team?
We said whoever Lance puts up, we will swap out. And so I reached in my pocket for my magic note.
You sneaky buggers.
If at any time you're selected to face an elimination battle, using this card, you have the right to pick someone else to take your place. We're playing it today.
Okay. So, Buck, if you're not going up, who is?
Candy and Buck are going, what do we do, what do we do? And Candy can't hear me, and Buck can't hear me, and the agreement was Chris versus someone.
I really don't want to go up against Chris because that's my best mate. But then I also look at Edna and I know that she is so strong.
All right, we're going to go with... Edna.
When Buck calls out Edna's name, I am just like, my face drops.
Holy.
Okay.
Jess, she's spewing. I'm like, did they just make that decision without talking to you? And she was like, yes.
Jess is looking up going like, what the hell just happened? She's making like kind of wild eyes at me and I'm going, oh, I don't know what's going on.
And I've just realised that they've put up Brindley versus Edna. And I'm just like, no way.
All right, we're going to go with Edna.
So they say my name, and I'm like, surprise, surprise.
I think that because they don't like Edna, they chose her. And I was so gutted.
Well, she's annoyed me a couple of times in the past. In Māori, you call it a wahanui. She's a bit of a loudmouth.
Brindley v Edna. Brindley, how you feeling?
I'm not surprised that Jess chose me, and I'm excited to go against my buddy Edna. Yeah.
And Edna, how you feeling?
Not surprised. Oh, and I'm ready.
Well, let's find out what you're facing. For today's battle, you'll start at the edge of a balance beam, holding a long stick with a small, flat stopper. You'll use that stick to hold a pool ball on a slope stand. The aim, to keep your ball from hitting the deck. At the same time, you'll walk backwards along that beam. If you make it to the end without falling off the beam and without dropping your ball, you then go back to the start and pick up your ball. First person to do that wins. The loser goes home and misses out on the $100,000 prize for their charity. Battlers, take your marks and we'll climb into it.
Bryn is really strong, but she gave me a little clumsy around the house. So I was like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen.
Edna, can you please remind us who your charity is?
Of course. So my charity is the Stroke Foundation. I was very unfortunate to lose my mother at the age of 17 after she suffered a very long battle after having a stroke. So it's just about bringing awareness to the different types of strokes that you can have and knowing when somebody has a stroke. So yeah.
And Brindley, your charity, please.
My charity is the Leukemia and Blood Cancer New Zealand. Similarly to Edna here, I also lost my gorgeous mum Linda when I was 18 years old to non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is a type of blood cancer. And I'm just out here fighting for those people who are struggling with this awful, awful disease.
Thanks, Brindley. Right, guys, dig it in for those charities and yourselves. This is going to be an absolute ripper. Ladies, timata.
Let's go, ladies.
Let's go.
A whole lot of angles here at play. Got to keep the ball up off the deck. And that, as we can see, is easier said than done.
Work it out.
Take your time,
All
lady.
about balance, coordination, a little bit of strength involved. This do-or-die battle is absolutely on. Edna, making her way back on that balance beam. This is a lot harder than it looks.
Nice. Nice, ladies.
Look at Edna go. She now needs to get off that balance beam and get back up onto it and move in a different direction.
Sharp,
Here is Edna coming back.
Steady, Brand.
Is she going to close this out as quickly as that? Brindley needs to move quickly.
It could change at a moment, Brand. It could change at a moment. You're
It
nice
can
and close.
change in a moment. You are dead right. These challenges do that. As soon as that ball drops, you're going back to the start and starting again. But here's Edna. She needs to work her way back to the front of that beam and grab the ball with her hand. Brindley drops. Here's Edna. She's back at the front of her beam. She now needs to grab that ball with her hand.
Steady, Brand. You got it.
This is where it's hard for Edna, or anyone. You are never out of these challenges. This is a tough transition. Can Edna do it? Brindley starting again. Can Edna grab that ball?
Get up, Brand.
She's
You got
shaking. Edna is alive in this game.
Gorgeous work, mate. Gorgeous. You did so well. You too. So proud of you, baby. You did so great.
Brindley, you've been a puzzle queen. You've won a lot of money for your charity. You've been a giant killer in this arena, and you've played with so much integrity and heart. What's going through your head?
I'm just so proud of myself. Yeah. I came in thinking, like, I hope I make it past the first round, and I was put up first, and I got through it, and I got called a target, and I never get called a target. Yeah, I proved something to myself, and I'll take that forward in life, so yeah, I'm stoked.
Yeah, well, you're proud of yourself, and you absolutely should be proud of yourself. I'm sure your mother would be really proud of you too.
Yeah, she would be, yeah.
I am sad to say your time on Celebrity Treasure Island is over. Go and say your goodbyes and head on out.
Thank you. See you, my friend.
So proud of you, okay? Winning isn't everything, because there are so many other small wins along the way.
Win it, babe, win it. I love you.
I took out 2 strong players in the game. I managed to raise 7.5k for my charity. I've won so much already.
Bye, guys.
See you, Brindley. See you, mate. Edna, I've got to say, you look right at home in this arena, mate.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I'm going to be honest, she's an amazing, strong woman and an amazing player. So going up against her, I was like, if anyone, it would be her. And so, yeah, I am proud of myself because, I beat Brindley. But, yeah, there's still another 6 people here, so...
Oh, yeah.
When I won, do you know the satisfaction that came over me? I mean, firstly, I was gutted to lose Bryn, but I was more satisfied being like to Candy, shame. Your plan didn't work.
Hey, look, well, congratulations.
Thanks.
You are still absolutely well and truly in this game. Now that you're playing as individuals, you also get this. One of the rare clues in this game.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Go and enjoy with the teammates. Yeah, teammates. Now just 7 of you remain in this game. Every day you spend on Treasure Island is one step closer to victory and the buried treasure. Everyone, back to your kāinga.
Hooroo.
Hooroo. Well done, guys.
I'm feeling sad, scared, vulnerable. My purest alliance has just been kicked out of the competition. Oh, my girl.
I know, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, look. We knew what we were stepping into. You know that people go home, you know?
That was interesting.
That was really interesting. The whole play was interesting.
I do feel a little bit guilty about Brindley going home, but, she's awesome. She needed to go if I want to win. I know she's your best mate.
Yes.
And if you ever feel down, because she's not going to be here, just...
I know, but you also wanted to put us up against each other.
Yeah.
So
I know.
That would have been harder.
It was, actually, thinking about that. I think that would have been very hard to see.
But that was the plan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry we changed the plan because
Why?
I didn't want to put Chris up against his best mate. It's a fact I don't really get on with Edna anyway.
/ they wanted you to go home, Edna.
I know. As expected, the only person making decisions in that alliance is Candy. That is their biggest fault.
And while Jess is still part of their alliance, Edna sees an opportunity to change that.
The thing is, I can't see any, communication and trust between you and 2 other people there. I don't even, have you spoken to Anna?
In all honesty, it was going to be Jess was calling you.
Yeah.
All I've understood from Jess now, she saw that it was a heavy poll, so she put Brindley up instead of you. But I still don't understand where that was going with that.
No, I don't understand.
No. I was worried that they'll choose Edna, so I decided to go with Brindley in case that happened because I knew that she wasn't going to be as maybe physically strong as Chris. Anna and I are going to be fine, I think, but...
I don't know, I just don't know if I was you, I would not be aligning with the 2 of them.
Not Candy and Buck.
Yeah, not Candy and Buck. We need to start having more conversations in this alliance with you.
Yes, I agree.
Payback's on.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Tomorrow's going to be an interesting day.